I'm honestly a little scared to get out. Why am I scared, you may ask? Because this train station is unlike any other train station I've ever seen. This train station has its own 1 mile long attached cemetery. No housing estates right next to the front door of this train station. The only estate is gravestones. Welcome. Let's explore it. So on this side of the tracks, there's a car park which leads to a main road, followed by gravestones on this side, and a lot more on this side. So this station is on the Upfield line. And Upfield is only 2 stations that way, I'm pretty sure. I think it's only 2. I just came from there. This is a very unusual place. So let's say, for example, you want to visit the dead, and they happen to reside here. You get off your train, you walk a few paces here, and you have arrived. Something I wasn't expecting is this. Damn. You alright, buddy? Jesus, mate, you're gonna give a guy a heart attack. What the fuck? A mortuary train. Damn. If you guys want to read that, you're very much welcome to. This is it. This place, according to ChatGPT, is one of the largest cemeteries in Australia. If you use Google Maps and follow the train line from one end of where this grave place starts, Fawkner? Gosh, all I can think about right now is that movie Meet the Fockers, and that was their last name, the Fockers, and everyone kept saying fuckers. Be respectful, Gareth. Be respectful. So once again, if you go on Google Maps and use the measuring tool from where the cemetery starts, where the train line is, to where the train line ends within the cemetery area, it is pretty much exactly 1 mile long. That is a long train trip to see gravestones either side. I didn't know a place like this existed in Australia, let alone the world, to be honest. Very, very fascinating. And a very beautiful place, actually. Apparently this place has met the 21st century because Discover Cemeteries in an augmented reality tour app that shares the untold stories of Fawkner Memorial Park. Use the app to take tours or explore the grounds of this large garden cemetery and learn about notable locations and burials. So if you want to do this tour, it's 2 kilometers long, 58 minutes on foot, or 43 in a car. Even though I knew that this place was massive, only I am starting to grasp now how big this place really is. And look what's in front of me. This graveyard, this cemetery, has its own private railway crossing. There's Fawkner Station. Just ahead of it is a railway crossing. This one is actually in the graveyard, and there's a bunny rabbit just there. There's a bunny rabbit. Can you see them? There's 2 of them. There's 2 bunny rabbits just over there, and a duck, and a magpie. That's an unusual combination. Oh my God, there's more. Oh my God, there's more. We're gonna wait for a train to come past. I am extremely fascinated by this whole setup. Now, usually when you build a train station, you build it in an area where there is a lot of housing. Transit-oriented development, am I saying it right? That is the key way to get thousands and millions of people to ride your train system, to be able to build massive apartment blocks and housing everywhere, all right next to your train system, right? This is not how you get people to ride your train system. But goddamn, I am fascinated by it. We got a nice couple of roads there for cars to come through here. But right now, let's check out the train. And there it is over there. It's still in the graveyard right now. It is traveling through the graveyard, both sides of the train, either side.
Here's a quick view of what it's like to ride this train 1 mile through the cemetery. It's a little freaky the first time I did it, that's for sure.
Let's go this side and check out the front entrance area. And I should probably be careful because it is starting to get dark and I don't want to be trapped in here overnight. No, I don't. Wow. Now look, I'm sure places like this exist elsewhere in the world. Surely this can't be a one-off. It must be somewhere else. If you guys have any idea where a place like this exists anywhere, let me know down in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going so other people who are watching this video will obviously understand as well, right? I've got to say though, it's kind of a grand way to welcome you to this cemetery. Very pretty little setup they've got here. Wouldn't you say? Duck crossing, they should call it. They should rename it a duck crossing. I don't know what this is, but it looks like some sort of battle droid from Star Wars Episode 1 or 2 or even 3. I follow a couple on YouTube, and their YouTube channel is called the Grim Life Collective. They are currently based in California, I'm pretty sure, and they would love a place like this. They go to grim places, happy grim places all the time. But there you go, today's funeral information. Wow, right next to the railway crossing. There's a teddy bear on a tree. Wow. Christmas decorations. Gosh, that's sad. Check out this specific one. It almost looks like the lost Ark of the Covenant. I think it's some Chinese thing. But interesting, like some dragons or something on top. I'm not 100% sure, but I think each one of these areas is where cremated ashes are, because there are little square headstones. I think 2 or 3 of them in each of them. Some of them have 1. And there's heaps of cremated on those brick bollards over there as well. Seems to be a bit of a duck powwow happening over there. Donald and his friends are in mourning. There's 4 of them. Jeez, I thought there was 3. For anyone who's a Back to the Future fan, you may get that reference, Lone Pine Memorial. I'm starting to think that Marty McFly has been here with his DeLorean and he's hit the other pine. Doc? Marty? And just over there, so many graves. And the story's pretty much the same over here. So this is kind of a which came first situation. Was it the chicken or the egg? Which came first? The grave, the cemetery, or the train tracks? I'm honestly not sure. If I do find out, if I'm not lazy enough. All right, let's go back over this side. I guess this is the main side of the cemetery. It has this really big, beautiful water feature. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And the whole time I've been filming so far, I've only seen one car drive past me. It's safe to say that there's almost no one in here. I'm sure there's a few people in here somewhere, but they are nowhere near me. Wow, these sprinklers that were on, they just turned off right now. And other ones have turned on. I've dealt with a lot of magpies over the years, and this little guy has probably the quietest tune, the quietest call I've ever heard. It's so whisper quiet. I'm not even sure if you guys heard that. I'm not going to share the name, do it close up or anything like that for privacy reasons, but some family have decided to celebrate Christmas here with tinsel and even a sign that says Santa stops here. I don't want to give the name away or anything like that, but apparently it was a loved nana, it was a loved mum, and perhaps her children have celebrated Christmas. Still very, very sad. We have a much older section here with rabbits. I think he just ran off. It looks to me like rabbits have been burying holes, which, let's face it, there goes one just there, which, let's face it, isn't probably the best, but what can you do, right? I can see them all running around. Can you guys see that? The thing is with the rabbits, as soon as they see you, they bolt. If you're standing still and they see you, they don't mind so much, but when you just move a little, and that's when their senses are like, oh shit, and then they run off. It's so hard to get a video of them. Some of these plots are really starting to come apart, not because of the rabbits, but age. Maybe it is because of the rabbits actually, because they're digging, loosening the ground. I'm not really sure. But yeah, there are very young sections and very old sections. Wow. Spider-Man's girlfriend. Or marijuana, one or the other, depending who you are and what your vibe is. On Google Maps, it keeps telling me that the trains are getting It keeps telling me that the trains are getting cancelled. I don't know why. Is it something to do with the heat? Or is it lack of service, lack of people wanting to use the train today? I don't know. Today was a 39, 40 degree heat day. It was very hot. Thankfully, it wasn't very humid, so it wasn't that bad. But look what's in front of me. Really, really huge looking book, a concrete book with names on it. I'll probably try and avoid most of the names if possible. I don't want to avoid people's privacies. The Mary Jane I was talking about before, those graves were very, very old. So you can see how the granite stone goes in like a book. Do you see that? It's very intricate. And there's something here. And there's another train starting to come. I think this is going to have to be my last train because The next one's at like 9 o'clock. Yeah, very few and far between right now because it's Sunday. Believe it or not, I'm actually starting to hear thunder in the distance, so I should probably be leaving in the next half an hour or so, 45 maybe. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
And to my complete surprise, another train came just a few minutes later.
I was going to be honest, I was really hoping for some more train reflection on that water, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm back at the very front again, and you won't believe this, but they've actually closed the gates. The gates are locked. I cannot walk out to the front street anymore. I'm guessing the only way out is via the train, I'm guessing. Wow. To be fair, it is 8:27 at night, and I did see the security guy in his car drive past maybe 7-10 minutes ago, so I'm guessing that's why he was there to lock the gates. But yeah, I'm basically locked in here now unless I get a train. As far as I know, this is the only way in and out. There could be another entrance or exit on the other side of the park. I don't know, there could be. I mean, even though there might very well be another exit to this place, I don't know if there is or not, but even if there is, I mean, the security guy has to go and lock them all at a certain time of night, right? So after having a bit more of a look, apparently there is a bike path which goes straight through the cemetery, just like the train, right? So perhaps I could get out of here by the bike path. Still, my emergency exit will most definitely be the train, if I can help it. Me and my mum ended up getting a plot of land in a cemetery in Fawkner, Australia. Fawkner, New South Wales. It's right next to the train museum, which is very fitting, I guess, when you think about it for me. But my father's buried there, and me and my mum, and perhaps my family will be buried there someday as well. It's actually a place that me and my ex-girlfriend used to visit a lot because she used to live in Fawkner, and her father is buried in Fawkner as well. And I don't know, we went through a phase of watching Ghost Adventures on TV, and I ended up buying a bunch of ghost hunting electronic tools. When it detects static electricity or EMF, right, the little box would light up different colors depending on how strong the EMF was. So anyway, because we were kind of obsessed watching those TV shows, we became really interested in the paranormal. And this was like, 12, 13 years ago, probably 12, 13, 14 years ago, we went to this Fawkner cemetery and just started ghost hunting at like midnight. I don't think she was really keen on it, but she was excited for the process of it, but she was definitely nervous, as I was too. I was a little, ooh, this is kind of freaky, but kind of cool at the same time. We won't be disrespectful at all. No way were we ever been disrespectful. We were just curious to see if we could get any evidence. And then me and her broke up a number of years later. And then many years after that, we ended up getting back together again for a number of years. And then that's when we bought the plot of land for our family. And we buried my father, and then me and her broke up again. But that's kind of how I learned of Fawkner and the Fawkner Cemetery, because we were just walking around there during the day and night for a couple of years on and off. Yeah, it was an interesting time in my life. It really was. That's how we got there. Yep, that's very hard. Well guys, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. It's almost nighttime here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, subscribe. We're mainly focusing on train content and tram content around the Melbourne area. Some graveyards too. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and I shall hopefully see you for the next video. Be safe, I love you.